Hello and welcome back to EU4 MEIOU and Taxes 2.0. This is the heirs to the Empire campaign. We're here as the Ming, the mighty Ming, and we are coring everything. Got a revolt. I'm just gonna actually lower taxes a bit when I get those on revolt pop up for a while. National decision. Pursue religious tolerance sounds good. An anomalous flood. How could this happen? So, what was I going to do when I got to peace? That's right. I was going to establish a bunch of more tributaries. 18 people are currently willing. Oh, Caradel. I'm glad we didn't attack them. They're actually willing to become tributaries. Is 30 the boundary for claim? No, it's 40, isn't it? So we're going to keep establishing tributaries for a bit. On the monthly tick, I will pull this guy out so that I can do 2 for a while. Sunni Mosque. Yep, we will fund it. I need the cash. Sorry, need the legitimacy. Don't need the cash. Well, you know, I need more cash, but the amount of cash I'm getting from that is so insignificant that I don't think it matters much. Chakar, you can be a tributary. Where are these people that we're establishing? Oh, wow! I didn't notice. The, what are they called? Yuan totally fell apart. I guess that makes sense. They lost their whole, we should probably leave someone here because it's going to tick down. They lost their kind of mandate. They were the Chinese dynasty, but once they actually lost all of freaking China. Is Japan a trade company region? It is, yeah. So maybe we shouldn't make everyone here a protectorate, because I do want to get... How much percentage do you have to get in order to get the bonus from these at the moment? 30%. So you need most of the kind of important centers of trade and stuff. So, no, it's okay. We can establish tributaries of all of them now, and then just cancel them later. I think we can actually make Japan a tributary. Nice. That's pretty funny. Japan has accepted a tributary. That's how you invade China. Sorry, Japan, China. Yep. Once again, we will fund for the legitimacy, which is only ticking up very, very slowly. Being Confucian doesn't help with that. I think we should do something crazy, like switch to something silly, like Christian. I don't mean that Christianity is silly. I mean that it's silly for Ming to be Christian. We'll lower taxes. I don't want to have to deal with rebels all the time, so... There are just a couple of those events that really feel like they're being calculated on a per province basis that need to be calculated on a per country basis. Because if you know that pop-up comes up kind of once every 2 months, it's just dull. I mean, you know, it's not too big a deal. You just click off it, but it's just unoptimal. Wow, they're having attrition here. All right, let's split them up. Let's keep establishing tributaries. Ando. Sounds good. I think we're getting basically all of Japan as a tributary state here, which is kind of crazy. Tributaries can attack each other, so we're not stifling their growth by doing this. If we make all of them tributaries, they can all still attack each other. But that's a good thing, because we want our tributaries to be strong, because stronger tributaries can actually contribute monarch points, which would be great. I'm very much looking forward to getting piles and piles of monarch points off all my rich tributaries. Making tributaries out of Europe is going to be crazy good. As much as I want to take a bureaucracy next, maybe we should take expansion next so we can actually start doing something. Get those 2 colonists. You know. Start actually, you know, making some colonies. We can colonize this area. And start being able to actually go to war with India. Because I'd really like to start establishing... India is one freaking big charter, which is kind of crazy, but... I guess that's just historical. There is only one East India Company, as far as I know. So, you are not quite willing to accept our rightful reign. By you. Oh, they're already a tributary. You are the ones that are not quite willing. Establish tributary, -4. We can definitely improve our way up, -4. So, going by the most powerful ones based on the number of military. Yeah, there's still no one who's able to donate monarch points, unfortunately. I guess as the game goes on and as people get richer, that will become more and more viable. Actually getting monarch points off people, I mean. Demanding artifacts. That's quite a cool feature, actually. It makes a lot of sense that, you know, if you had a tributary that would give you kind of all their priceless, you know, stuff in museums and things like that. I don't know if there really are museums at this point. Wow, they're very loyal. I guess it's just for like, schools, rich people's collections that we're stealing these artifacts. I'm not trying to refer to schools as rich people's collections. I mean, different things. Those are different things that we could be given for. Okay, we've got enough money to build a local administration. Where is missing one? There's a city here, isn't there? Yeah, let's build one here. Is it worth building one of these everywhere? I think it is. Because what they do, they give you a little less trade power and more construction costs, but they give loads of urban gravity. Loads of it. And possibly on the yearly tick, I'm not sure, it will allow us to have one more state, which means that we can get this area's autonomy ticking down much faster, because being in a state reduces the autonomy quite significantly, by 0.25 to be precise. Our truce with Dal has ended. Oh, that's right, there's this titchy guy down here, but we've made them a tributary now. We'll probably want to cancel at some point. Ooh, nice local art and culture centre here. Does that mean there's a university here? Yeah, local university, nice. I look forward to stealing that from you. They're doing very well out of foreign students. Do we have any foreign students? Where's one of our universities? How do we search for that? Right, we go to here. We try and build a university. There's a university here. Have we got any foreign students? Doesn't look like it. I don't think there's any way for me to... Can I tell how many people are currently in this university? Art power lost outside universities, none. Doesn't look like it. Can I see it through, like, population data? No. Interesting. Okay, there's a bunch of cores. Very nice. Not going to need to full core this area. Definitely not going to make this into a state anytime soon, because it's would require us to then full core it. We're going to focus on making kind of central heartland China rather than these outskirts. We're going to ignore demands. It's a new trade rush. It's not heretical. State roads, more expansion capacity, and we're actually able to build paved roads now. We can also do the warehouse district, which says 20% trade power. It actually does a lot more than that. Where's just this one? Urban production power plus 30% and 15% more urban gravity. Also, the warehouse district also doubles the city's growth rate due to imported food. That's interesting. Foreign trading posts. Where can we build these? Nowhere. Oh, banks. Banks seem useful. What's the requirement for building a bank? Requirement, excuse me. I think I'm going to get the wiki up on my other monitor, by which I mean my laptop, and see it so that I can see the requirements for building all these different buildings, because it's really irritating me not knowing. Of course, we accept this generous offering. So let me just do that momentarily. Excuse me while I'm not perfectly attentive to the screen just for a second. Shouldn't take me long. I've already bookmarked it, I think. Okay. Revolt, we're going to lower taxes. I think that's probably wise. So, the MEIOU and Taxes wiki. They all have different requirements. It's usually like a certain amount of urban gravity. So I imagine to build a... one of these, we'll just take it. Oh god, famine. Please don't be huge. Oh god, it's pretty huge. Okay, 25% chance we lose stability either way. We can mitigate half the deaths, or quarter of the deaths, or nothing. Well, I mean, death is bad. Yeah, no. Morality talk with Christo. Death is a bad thing, right? But it doesn't matter that much because the pops will just grow back up to their saturation points again afterwards, right? So maybe we just do nothing. We didn't lose stability. That's really good. Because I know, like, yeah, we don't want them to die. God, that was a pretty intense flooding around this area. Looks like we did manage to successfully protect the cities, though, which is excellent. Oh, not quite. I didn't know this place could get flooded. Let's commit extra funds to flooding defense there. But, I mean, yeah, I think that's fine. We're going to lose population because of this, but then it'll just bounce back. It's only a minor food shortage anyway. It's not, well, it's severe in a couple of places, but it's generally a minor food shortage. I like that we have a continental art and culture centre here. That's excellent news. Okay. I'm just still trying to find this this page on the wiki over here. Sorry about this. I'll just do it between episodes. The Emperor wants to hunt more often. We can get Midas touched. We might get stressed. Yeah, let's become Midas touched. Let's enable Angus's sides. Unfortunately, still one more tick. Yeah, one more tick before we can actually fully get rid of it. We could not good. Are there any other privileges that don't really hurt, that actually have like positives as well as negatives? Not really. Yeah, no, unfortunately. We're about to go up to 1 stability though, at which point we're probably going to demote some greater nobles, which will make both of the nobles super unhappy once again. But, ah well. We will persevere. We have room for another state. We're trying to build a city here, aren't we? Yeah. This place is not bad on autonomy, right? Oh, this one's autonomy, sorry. Oh god, it's terrible on autonomy. Yeah, let's make this a state. Oh, I actually have room for a state right now. Where do we put the previous building? It's somewhere like here, right? Yes, let's make that a state. So that's one of the big advantages of building these local administrations. Let's build a regional capital here. There we go. We will lower taxes. Okay. Oh, corrupt connections from our trader. Well, we can just get a little bit of corruption. That's fine. That's only a year and a bit's worth tick down. Let's go back to speed 5. Oh, that was a mistake. You were meant to get pulled back. One can go here. One can go here. You can go here. Oh no, the Diviet caught our guy. That's irritating. Okay, we can make these guys into a tributary. They're quite big. Keep buying legitimacy. Establish tributary. Nice. Okay, who else wants to become a tributary? These guys do. And by want to, I mean don't want to, but can want to. Alright, we can send a guy back here in... Oh, it's October of this year. I won't bother taking him out and putting him back then. The maritime trade people are abusing their power, but I don't care, because it gives them more influence, and I want them to have influence. There's our stability. Bad luck news, greater nobles. Oh, wait. Should I revoke a privilege, or should I demote them? I think I'll demote them. And we will spend military might. Only 10 loyalty lost. That's interesting. I'll do the fast option. Lesser nobles are disloyal. That is indeed outrageous. Good lord, they've 11 loyalty. But these guys at least are still... Oh, and now we can do privileges as well. Great. Okay, so which privilege do we want to remove? Tax exemption, 50% tax, 25% manpower, or cav combat ability and discipline. Let's go with the tax one. Revoke the partial tax exemption. Remove some yearly corruption, which is pretty great. The Great Nobles are giving us quite a lot of corruption. From just 3 privileges. Maybe decorative general posts is actually like several tiers up. They grudgingly accept. Hey, it didn't actually cost us stability. Fan-freaking-tastic. 50 stab, or 50 diplo. Well, obviously. Yellow River trade. Yellow River trade in rice and silver has been flourishing. This will surely please the officials. Nice. Peasants, 100,000 of them? I don't think so. It's just a couple of provinces. We've still got this separatism in like every province. Not many, only kind of, I think it's only 5 years left. Maybe 7.5 years left. No, it's 5 years left because you start with 30 separatism, right? Separatism are okay, 0.5 yearly. Yes, there's 20 years left. Well, 18 years of separatism left. Diplo advisor do we want? Trade efficiency and trade power abroad? Seems okay. You willing to become a tributary yet? No. Oh yes, we should decommission any officers that we have right now, so that they don't die early. Always important to avoid. Having them leading armies, it just slightly increases the chances of them dying. You ready? Close, right? Yeah, -2. Ooh, some rebels in there. We've got most of Japan at our beck and call now. That is nice. I'm going to keep checking if I can switch these manpower guys back to ducats, because I'd much rather get money from them than manpower right now. It's not like these guys give us much manpower. Like, you know, these guys are going to give us 1 ducat each. We sort by... Is this a good indicator of how much money they're making, how many men they have? Yes, it's okay anyway. But, you know, it's more money than none, and so it's probably good. When we finally manage to improve our court level, which is probably still dreadful, isn't it? Yeah. When we can improve our court level and have another spare diplomat, I'm probably going to spend him on... we could just give him a little more funding. Let's go another 25 a year. And a stipend of 250. You use 10% of your funding each year. 10% of your court wealth gets spent each year. So your court funding needs to be 10% of that if you want it to stay steady. That should make it go up a little bit. And we only need to go up to 30 to get respectable. And that gives us an extra diplomat. Here's our extra state, which we shall make Jiangsu. So currently it's going down by 0.2, right? Make it a state and wait for the monthly tick. And it will go down by a far more respectable 0.44. See, that's way better. Don't know why the estate hasn't showed up here. It's still just over here. It's odd. The Greater Nobles controlling it isn't helping. Flood alert! No! Where was it? Is the famine over, by the way? No, it is not. Any cities being... Oh, this isn't a city, but it is a... Oh, that's just province-built building. There's some copper here. I think we need to protect that from the flood. Any other floods? Here, can that get flooded? No. Good. A forbidden city in the Forbidden City. Yep, Office of Maritime Trade is fine. We can force someone to change... Oh, it's going to change away from us anyway. We could get plus 10% local missionary strength. We have no missionaries, so that doesn't seem ideal. I wonder where that was. Somewhere up here, maybe? All this area somehow converted from animist, this campaign. There was an event, but I thought it was just about one province, but maybe it was about the whole area. Revolt, we will lower taxes. You ready? They are ready to bend the knee. Tributary states can't ally non-tributary states, right? This is going to end all your alliances, I think. Revolt, we will lower taxes. No, it hasn't ended them. Ah, but the people that allied to were already tributaries. Interesting. Ashigara. The Ashigara Shogunate. Wait, the Ashigara Shogunate is different from Japan. Japan really isn't finished. How about you? -7. Yeah, we can work on that. 80 ducats a month. That is... I mean, it's pretty good, I must say. We definitely want to take trade at some point. Because we're going to try and make lots of money out of Indian trade and stuff. Diplomatic would be useful for establishing these guys. Are any of these useful? Like, do we want to take any of these? I don't think we do. Fort maintenance down would be okay. Land attrition down's okay. Recovery's okay. Maybe we should just take things that give us like manpower recovery a bit in order to build roads with manpower. Speaking of which, we should probably be doing that, shouldn't we? Well, the next idea group is unlocked at level 12, and it's going to be an admin one, so no, let's keep a big store of admin points. Where should I make my next state? I feel like there's going to be a city. That was quite a good guess, though I say so myself. We're going to check the bureaucratic. We're going to expand the bureaucracy. Regional capital. Very nice. Then we'll build a city here. Division of the East. They are, again, imbuing their power. And events like that It's the kind of thing you could expect in a beta. You know, there are just some events that fire slightly too often, but really, I mean, we can forgive them that, surely. We can establish this guy as a tributary, but we shall do so in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.